Hey.
Hey, can you point your camera on?
Yeah, give me a second. Okay. Hi, how are you guys?
Hi, doing good. How are you?
I'm good.
Great. What happened? Oh, you here? You see us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good. Okay, what's your name? Where are you from?
Sunny, I'm from Vegas.
Okay, Sunny from Vegas. Would you be in a poly relationship, Sunny?
Most likely not.
Okay.
Yeah, most likely not.
Okay, got you. And what have you learned from watching us if you have been watching us?
I learned
What to do, what not to do. It could be either or.
yeah, I would definitely say to present yourself a type of way, especially if you care about your business and you care about your image. I would say to protect your image.
Okay. Gotcha. What can we do to improve the life?
I would say you guys say that you guys are transparent, but I would say that we can sense that you guys aren't really as transparent as you guys make it seem like you are.
Okay.
So it's don't say that you're transparent, but then Sean's kind of whispering the answers to you, and we're not really getting your true thoughts. And
You guys just think that.
I mean, I think we've seen it on a lot of occasions. So.
You're said in my ear?
Whispering in your ear, kind of just guiding your answers. So we don't really know your true thoughts or feelings. A lot of it seems like it's coming from Sean. And I mean, it's not just one person thinking that. It's just people telling you that we're not getting any money.
A lot of people think it must be true. Man, you guys, I didn't know that.
I mean, yeah, but I do have a couple of questions though, if you guys don't have any other questions for me.
Oh, wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
Oh, I just said that I have a couple questions.
Okay, what is that?
Okay, so one of my questions is for Sean. Hello, Sean. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I watched one of Shanice's videos, and she mentioned that you said that sometimes your relationship with Olivia kind of makes, I forgot exactly what she said, but she said that it almost feels like you kind of have to raise her, or that she's that you basically don't really know how to feel about Olivia because you feel like you have to babysit her, raise her. Exactly, babysitting. So did you say that, or do you want to elaborate on that?
I think we all have growth to do. And that's not what I said. I didn't say it felt like we were babysitting. I feel like she, just like myself, is something we both have in common. We can execute at a higher level. That's all.
Okay. Just because it kind of goes with what I just said earlier, we kind of see it on the live. Since there is such a big age gap, I don't know, it just seems like you're kind of coaching her through everything, and she doesn't really have her personality or herself fully developed yet.
Okay. Why do you think that?
I would say just from observing the lives, you don't really have a strong sense of self. You don't really have a strong opinion or just a straight opinion on things. Everything that you say, it's oh, well, if Sean thinks it's okay, or, whatever Sean thinks. So
what specifically what makes you think that I don't have a strong sense of self? What exactly? Because it's cool to say the lives, but I would like to know exactly.
I mean, that's all we have to go off of is the lives. So like I said, that's just what I see in the lives.
Understood. Now, if it happens all the time in the lives, then what do I do in particular that makes you think I don't have a strong sense of self?
I mean, people will ask you a
Oh, you're on mute.
question.
Oh, you're on mute.
I think I got a phone call.
Oops.
Okay, hold.
Oh, you're on mute.
Okay.
Uh, oh, well, she left. Interesting. Never got that answer, but anyways. Let me see. Okay. Chocolate Angel. How are you gonna say I kicked her off and I was literally in my chair? Anyway.
Hello.
Hello.
Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Um, I'm not even seeing. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, you just press the save button.
All right. I don't know why. Okay. Good night. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm fine.
Great.
I just want to ask you guys a few
Yes, yes,
questions.
yes. I have questions for you. What's your name? Where are you from?
Okay. My name is Charlie, and I'm from New York, Brooklyn, New York.
Charlie from Brooklyn, New York. Okay, Charlie. Would you be
Yeah.
in a poly relationship though?
I don't think so.
Okay, I don't think so. Okay, so another question for you is what was one thing you've learned from the lives
um,
we have been watching?
sometimes y'all, it feels like y'all are a little bit divided, but I would think that's like because sometimes you're on the laptop and he's on the phone, so it just seems a little divided sometimes.
Okay, so is that a lesson though? Like, what lesson did you get? That's a good improvement. That's a good thing we need to improve. We got that. But how about lesson?
Um, no, not really.
No lessons. Not even things not to do in life. To do, not to do.
Well, I would say like if you're in a relationship together, whether it's poly or by yourself, with today electronics can take us away from each other. I guess to be more united, I guess that'll be a lesson. Yeah.
Okay, cool. What?
For you, Olivia, I wanted to ask, have you ever seen like the series uh escaping I mean sorry this wait, hold on, sorry. Do you miss your mom and dad? Sorry.
Do I miss my mom and dad? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And how was your relationship today with your dad, with like Sean and your dad, basically?
Um, I mean, I wouldn't say there isn't much of a relationship there. They haven't like really talked to each other that much.
Do you feel like if you get married one day, like you would want to be like old fashioned, like how the man will ask the dad for her hand in marriage? Like, would you be up to that?
Would I be up for what?
Your dad, him asking your dad for your hand in marriage.
Would I be down for that? I mean, I mean, if yeah, I don't see what's the problem with that.
Her dad already says that he doesn't have a problem with me. The only thing he had a problem with was the poly relationship. I looked her dad in the eye. I looked her uncle in the eye. And we sat down there, we talked man to man. We had a very good conversation. Her dad has said
How?
multiple times that he doesn't have a problem with me. Like
Okay.
multiple times. He said that on live. He said that on his stuff. Like it's been said multiple times. He just has a problem with poly.
Okay. How do you feel, Olivia, that the poly relationship brings value to your life, basically?
Say that again.
How do you feel being in this poly relationship brings value to your life?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of things. I mean, he helps me with he helps a lot with mindset. And I think mindset runs everything. Keeping me accountable. He gets me nice things. He makes sure that I feel good, smell good, look good, all that.
Okay. And then, what age were you when you met him? I guess.
I when we romantically got together, I was 19. But when we were just friends, business friends, I was 18 going on 19.
Okay. If Sean did anything negative to Shanice, do you think you would speak up about it or like leave him if you felt like it didn't align with your values?
Well, I know everything that did happen. But, um, I would leave him.
So you
Like
felt
even
like if I
if
did
you felt
something,
like it was
hold on, I
negative?
want to challenge that because so he's asking. So you mean to tell me if I did something ethically wrong to Shanice, like you wouldn't leave me?
No, I would,
Well, then
but
like say that.
oh, I would, but I'm saying that if like I saw the relationship and nothing ethically wrong happened. However, like I mean, there's many sides to the story, and I just wish for healing. But other than that, yeah, that's what I would
Her question was if you saw something wrong happen, would you stay with me though? Like I don't feel like you're really answering the
say.
question.
The answer is no.
So tell her that.
Yeah, the answer is no.
Okay. Sean, just like to piggyback on what one of the other ladies were saying, like, do you feel like you interject a lot, like she doesn't understand questions because of the age gap? Do you feel that way?
I don't think it has anything to do with the age gap at all. I think sometimes people just misunderstood questions, and I want to hear. I want to make sure you guys get your questions answered because you guys deserve to get your questions answered.
Okay. Um, why do you constantly say that you wish Shanice the best, but in the same token, like kind of tear her down, basically?
What have I done in Parachute down?
Like just say negative things, like not in a
Tell me a
positive
negative
way,
thing I said.
basically.
Tell me a negative thing I said about Shanice.
Mm.
Are you too young to understand the question?
Oh, I'm older than you, honey. So
Oh, damn.
yeah,
So you should have no problem
yeah.
answering the question. So tell me something negative that I said about Shanice. I'll wait. I'll
Okay.
plead my point. That's what's called a checkmate. You have
All
any
right.
you have
Okay.
any
Okay. So basically, you believe that you putting out a video about her vagina is not negative?
when did I put out a video about her? What are you talking about? When
What?
did I put that out?
Okay. Okay. So
When did
a video was leaked about her in the nude, and you're saying basically it wasn't
what
you.
are
It
you
was
talking
basically
about?
like her.
When did I ever, bro? Like now you just see. I don't even want to talk about this because then it's gonna be a whole rumor getting started. No, I didn't do that, and I would never do that. No, stop. I would never sit up here and show this girl's vagina. Like no, like just you're literally like reaching. Like stop reading the comments you have actually because right now you're just making yourself look silly.
Wow, you don't even read the comments. Y'all don't even read the live
I
comments.
don't need to read the comments because I'm focused on this conversation between me and you. So
Okay,
instead of trying to make something,
but for you to say that I'm reading the comments, y'all don't
all
even
right,
read the
listen.
comments. The
Another question.
whatever. Did I
Yeah,
just want to
I
know?
would, I
Did
would be like
you
that with you if
guys?
I was getting smoked like this. You don't want to play this back. You're gonna see yourself get smoked
Wow.
a
So
whole
in
new
the
street.
video, okay. So in the video,
Listen,
when you
listen,
pulled
listen,
her
listen,
dress
listen,
up, when you
listen,
pulled her
listen,
dress
listen,
up, you're trying to
listen,
say that
listen,
weren't that
listen,
wasn't
listen,
you
listen,
and
listen,
that wasn't her.
listen, listen, listen. I would never in my life send a girl's private parts to somebody else. That is absolutely wild. I would never do that, especially with an ex.
So basically, she sent it her. She leaked her own video.
Listen.
Okay.
You can sit up here, assume, guess, say this, say that, say the third. First of all, I'm gonna keep stuff player. I would never in my life take a woman's private parts and Hey, let me get this straight. You think that I sat up? Let me get this straight. You think that I sat up here and purposely tried to expose her while
Okay,
we're
if you're dancing and you pull up her dress,
we're
like,
dancing? I didn't pull up her dress. She literally leaned back and I caught her.
okay. So you were catching her as she was falling, basically.
Listen, man. Listen, respectfully, think what you want. If that, and to be honest with
But
you,
if I'm not the only one who thinks that. So I'm not.
here's my thing. How is this me doing something negative with her? I mean, about my ex when that happened when we were together.
But
So
she
you
was
feel,
on her
you
way
feel,
out.
even
Wait,
if
but she's your
you wanna
ex
take
now.
that-
Okay, but
even
I
if
have
you
to
wanna
I
take
have to
that-
address her as what she is now. She's your ex.
All right.
She's
Bro,
not
you
like
sound
your
so.
current.
Listen, how old are you again?
Older than you.
There's no way I'm
Older
having
than
this
you.
conversation. There's no way this is a conversation.
Wow. Anyway, I just wanted to ask before I leave, Olivia, have you seen the series Surviving R.
Man, we don't want
Kelly?
to hear nothing else you got to say, man. You
Wow.
sound silly. Because you ain't answered the question. What did I say bad about Shanice?
It's
I think
something
the color in
negative.
your hair is starting to affect your brain cells. All right. So I think the
And
color
you
in your hair
messing
is
with
starting
young
to
girls
affect
is
your brain
messing with your
cells.
brain cells.
It's
And you
affecting your
messing with
memory.
underage girls is
Because we asked you a direct question and you just was like,
and I answered you. And I
no, you
answered
didn't
you.
answer me. You said something that don't even make no sense.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. Anything else you want to say?
I already asked you. I
You don't
said,
want to
did
go back
you
and
guys see Surviving
Yep.
R. Kelly?
Yeah, do
That's
me
a
a
direct
favor.
question.
Don't go back and watch this because it might cause.
No, I am gonna go back and watch
because you're gonna
it.
see
I
yourself
am.
getting smoked the
I
whole
know.
way.
I
Even the
never.
comments was telling me to boot you.
If you're not getting PTSD
listen,
from messing with
respectfully, I'ma
underage
take a
kids,
page-
I would never
I'ma take a
feel
page
any
out of
kind
your-
of way looking
I'ma-
back at this video.
All right,
Never.
I'm gonna take a
Could
page out
never.
of your book and listen to the comments and boot you because they said boot you.
Good.
Bye,
Well, good.
Felicia.
Do
Bye,
that.
Felicia. You know what I'm saying, baby? You feel me? That'll make you bounce and
Cause I'm all white, cause I'm all white. Just they gon' bust it wide open, niggas. on white man. Yes, I'm on white man. Yes, I'm on white man. Yes, I'm. B-A-D-A.
Yes.
Oh.
Somebody messaged the Kappas. Yeah, Kappas be killing it today.
Kayla. Okay. Just take too long.
Mm-hmm.
You want some kombucha making? You want some kombucha making? You want some kombucha making?
Yeah, both. A little bit of both.
Yeah. Some kombucha. Brief beverage intermission. Ginger and lemon kombucha. What's the ginger?
Thanks, Queen.
That literally tastes like very strong, guys. So I would be careful if you're not used to the strong ginger taste. And then we got Pink Lady Apple. Health Aid Kombucha. Not sponsored, but they need to. I don't know if you wanted a lot. You want a lot of this?
Yeah, a little bit. No, that's it.
Okay. I'm gonna get my Olivia. My God. I do a mix of mine, my king. I do a pink lady apple and then a splash of ginger lemon. Got the lemon, splash of the lemon. Little too full. Yummy. Okay. Who's next? Who's next on the list though? Who's next on the list though? For real. Brianni, Imani.
Oh, shoot. Hi, please don't hang up. Hold on. I've been waiting so long for this. Hold on. Let me turn my camera on. I look crazy right now, but I'm gonna try to grab the hat. Fellas, how y'all doing? Ladies, y'all all right? Hold on.
I'm from New York.
All right. Oh, and my camera's dirty. Hold on. Hi, y'all.
Hi. What's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Brianna. I'm from Brooklyn.
Okay, Brianna from Brooklyn.
Brianna from Brooklyn, yeah. To answer the question.
Wait. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
You said what?
I was gonna say, would you be in a poly relationship?
I don't know. Hypothetically speaking, maybe.
Yes.
Not like y'all's.
That's a yes.
Not like y'all's though. I
There's
feel
no
like it would
relationship
have
at
to
all.
benefit me in a way that being single could not. I feel like y'all relationship doesn't really give me poly as much as it gives me like a manipulative, controlling type of situation. But we could get into that in a little bit, you know. So Olivia.
Wait, question. What did you learn from the lives? What have you learned from the lives if you have been?
Well, I don't think I've learned anything in terms of like a lesson, but I feel like I'm somebody that learns from experience, and I think watching y'all has showed me that no matter what a man does, no matter how much he embarrasses you, degrades you, put your business out on Front Street, you're not gonna leave until you're ready to leave. Olivia, you have shown me that. I feel like I have never witnessed anything like this in my life before. Yeah, I feel like y'all just showed me like levels that you would go for a man. The levels that a woman would go for a man, I guess I would say. It's scary, actually.
So you wouldn't do
But
you wouldn't do what it takes for your significant other? Like
oh no, I would. But Olivia, I feel like there's a difference between doing what it takes for your significant other and giving up yourself for your significant other. And I feel like there's a lot of you that feels like you are giving up who you are for the sake of a man. And you seem so smart. You're gorgeous. You have a business. You have all of this kind of stuff. And I feel like for you to only be 20 and for you to be giving up your youth at the sake of this man is insane to me. So yes, I believe in like doing what you need to do for your man. But when it comes to tearing yourself down and being embarrassed publicly in front of thousands of people every day, I could never.
I have a question for you. I understand where you're coming from, but how am I giving myself up if I've only gotten prettier, fitter, more knowledgeable, gotten more
You think so?
more knowledge, and also gotten more things such as a platform with amazing people, have a new community that I'm able to talk to women every day, and just new experiences that I would have never had by myself.
Olivia,
I
think it sounds great. Like when you put it that way, hypothetically speaking, yes, but that's not applicable to
You mean when
you.
she tells the truth?
That's not applicable. Olivia, you everything that you feel like you're doing right now, I'm not going to discount how you feel about getting prettier because I'm not going to take away from the fact that you are a beautiful woman. But you getting smarter and more intelligent, you're only 20. Like that was going to happen regardless. Your brain hasn't even fully developed yet. So you saying that all of that is happening at the sake of you being with this man, it's not because of that. It's because you're growing as a woman. You are going to get prettier regardless. You are going to get smarter regardless. You were going to
I'm growing as a woman, but you're telling me that I'm giving up myself. So what
Olivia, let
is
me,
it? You giving up
what you're
myself, you
giving
growing
up,
up,
okay,
growing
so I'll give you an example. It's crazy because I wanted to talk to you about something before this, but I'll give you an example of how I feel like you're giving yourself up as a woman. You have a business.
Yep.
You have a business, you're a woman, a black woman that's running your own business. You're young, you have all this stuff going for yourself. But guess what? When people think of Olivia, they're not thinking about 2 cents or whatever your business is called. They're not thinking of a young, beautiful black entrepreneur. They're thinking about a woman who has sacrificed herself at the sake of a man who gives 2 shits about. You were just telling him, my king, do you want kombucha? My king, look, I mix the apple and I mix the ginger. He didn't pay you no mind. He didn't pay
You don't want to do nice
no
things.
type of mind. Olivia, I'm telling you this, we all see it. This man does not pay you any type of mind. And I will say, I grew up, my mom had, I know people have thrown this word around left and right, but my mom had a narcissistic boyfriend. My brother's father is a narcissist, bona fide narcissist. He has been diagnosed with that. I know what it looks like. I know what it looks like he feeds you to make you feel like you're getting this. You're not actually getting it, Olivia. Everything that you're doing could be done on your own, but he's making you feel like he's empowering you, like he's feeding into you. Oh yeah, because it's funny. That's another tactic. He's going to laugh. He's going to make it seem like I'm crazy, but I know what I'm talking about.
Bro, all right,
But the thing is, all right, but you want to know something? Hold on. Let me give you another example.
I'm gonna let you
No,
have it.
yeah, please do. Because since you think it's so funny, I'm gonna give you a real life example, and I'm gonna relate it to myself again. Olivia, I have eczema just like you. One thing about me that I don't like when people point things out about myself that I know already. I wish thousands of people and keep talking about my skin condition like I don't look in the mirror every single day. I wish he would. Olivia, he said something about your eczema so much to the point, and you know how he doesn't pay attention to you? He doesn't pay attention to you because you have eczema. You have sensitive skin. You made a video talking about he bought you Chanel lotion and perfume and body wash. You're not even supposed to be using that. And if he was a man that paid attention to what you needed and what you wanted,
You violated the agreement. They about
what
to
agreement? No, they're not. I saw it, but I didn't violate anything. Just we could keep it going. I think we're fine.
Hold on. It says violation.
For harassment.
Just push okay, babe.
I
If it boot you, it wasn't us. If it boot you, it wasn't us. All right, so you got to chill. We just got a warning from TikTok saying you've been in violation. Listen, you're entitled to your opinion, but please follow TikTok's rules. Don't shout.
I didn't think that I did anything against TikTok rules.
Listen, I'm not trying to debate with you. I'm trying to keep you up here, okay? This is why we be trying to like control the conversations. Y'all think we do it to be mean? We got rules to follow, okay?
No, I understand.
Just listen, okay? I'm trying to help you.
Sean, I'm listening to you.
Right.
I'm saying I understand.
You got 2 ears and you got 1 mouth for a reason.
And I'm using both of them.
But listen, baby girl, you gotta listen, okay? I'm trying to help you. All right, so
We can work, Sean. I understand. What do you mean?
all right, bro, well, you just keep flapping at your gums and get banned, man. You just keep it up.
Okay,
So,
I will.
listen, before you get started, you made a very good point. And I'm just gonna say this. A lot of the stuff, you're entitled to your opinion, but your opinion does not define our reality. And I'm gonna give you an example.
I know.
When
Grant
we
Cardone said that.
Hold on,
We studied him so bad. I saw
We
him
just
post that
went
on
to
Twitter.
CVS. Baby, give me your attention. We just went to CVS and you picked up new lotion, correct? When you picked up the lotion, what did I say to you?
You said, are you sure this is good for your skin and it won't like ruin your skin?
So very first thing I asked. So I just think it's funny that you think that I don't care about her and that I don't look out for her. When she 30 minutes out on the, she just got new lotion and I'm like, are you sure this is good for your skin? So again, you're entitled to your opinion, but your opinion does not define reality.
But
Also, when I met Olivia, I know you feel like people can do things on their own, but there's power in teamwork, and that's what y'all fail to realize. Most people never achieve their potential because they don't want to go with teamwork. They want to do everything on their own, and people can do stuff on their own. That's cool. But when I met Olivia, she had been on TikTok for how long?
Oh, for 2 years now.
And posting every day on Instagram for how long?
For a long time. Like
She had
Thank y'all for the gifts, by the way.
Listen,
I appreciate it.
she had 900 followers on Instagram and 22,000 on TikTok. She's got over quarter of a million now on TikTok and over 22,000. She has more people in her 1% group that she pours into every day. Just 4 times as many people in this 1% group as followers that she had. I'm sorry, 5 times as much people in that group that she can personally mentor, coach, and give guidance to, and they're doing positive things in the community as followers that she had on Instagram. So I know you feel this way, but your feeling does not.
And big up to
also, by the way,
Olivia. But hold on, let me just say, because Sean, what you do? Wait.
No, I'm not gonna wait.
Wait, because I'm building off of what you said. You are gonna make me lose my train of thought. I feel like you're doing this on purpose.
Time out. Listen, you about to get the platform back. Your opinion does not define our reality, and also your opinion just happens to violate TikTok's rules. So I'm telling you that your frequency is what you frequently see, and you should operate out of love and abundance. You could tell me to fuck off, but I'm telling you, if you operate at a negative frequency, then you're gonna see negativity. So all I'm gonna do is tell you operate out of love and abundance. That's it. Because I don't want to see you get booted. I don't want to.
And will. I am, and I will. Nobody that knows me would say anything otherwise. But I feel like what you did just now, you stopped me mid-sentence and tried to make me forget what it was that I was going to say. But you actually just brought up a really good point. You said that today Olivia went and got new lotion, and you asked her if she's sure it's going to be good for her skin. I feel like that's another example of how controlling you are, because as somebody who grew up with eczema, why wouldn't she know what works for her skin? You went and bought her some Chanel lotion and shower gel. That's not good for her skin. So how dare you ask her if the lotion that she picked up for her own eczema prone skin is good? And matter of fact, also, y'all got all of this money. Hold on. Damn, I'm over here liking a lot of stuff. Y'all got all of this money. Go see a dermatologist, Olivia. Try and sit alone. For all of my eczema baddies out there, try and sit alone will do you right. That's all. Here for now.
I have eczema on my body.
You said what?
I don't have eczema on my body like that. I have eczema on my face.
Okay, and so did I. And skin clean, skin good, skin nice. Like I said, try and sit alone.
So basically, let me get this straight. The fact that I buy my girl Chanel makes me a bad boyfriend.
No. I never said that, because actually Chance by Chanel is my favorite perfume. So it's not about you buying Chanel. It's about knowing that somebody has sensitive skin and buying them perfumed lotion or something for their skin that you know will work against what they have. But you want to know something? I'm not on here to play dermatologist. You could take that up with whoever your doctor is. I want to get into y'all relationship, and that's not the reason I was here. I was just saying that as a little side note. But if that's what you want to do, then that's what you're gonna do, you know. But my main, the fact that you even bring it up, the fact that we even know that she has eczema by way of you is a problem.
Me telling.
It's wrong. No, it's wrong, because I feel like that's her business as hell.
No, me saying that she has eczema, you feel like is malicious, like a bad thing. Is that correct?
It's not in what you say as much as how you say it, Sean.
When's the last time you heard me even say that?
You bring it up casually, and also for the people that's watching, I'm not a third person. But Sean, wait, let me finish, Sean. Damn. When you do all of this, hold on, because you just asked me a question. When you do all of this, give me an example of when blah 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 blah. When was the last time you heard me do da 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 da? That's another narcissistic tactic, because you know that you come on this live every day. We watch you every single day. I can't quote verbatim when the last time was that you said something like that. I don't remember, because you said so many things. It's hard to keep up with, but I do know.
We get it. Listen, we get it. Listen, just please take a deep breath. Just calm down.
I'm calm, Sean, but you be cutting me off and all of this, and it's just so annoying.
Guys, You act like I just come up here and be like, this is Olivia. She has eczema. If I'm answering something, if I'm saying something, it's because people are asking me a question.
Ain't
That's
nobody asking you no damn questions like that, Sean. Come on, let's be
okay.
real.
Maybe okay. So then, why would I? So you think I just come up here and be like, hey, her name's Olivia. She has eczema. Like, come
No.
on, bro. Like, it's a conversation. If that comes up in a
Okay.
conversation, it came up in a conversation.
All right. Okay. We don't have to
Like,
talk about the eczema.
I just personally think you guys are mad sensitive, and you guys see like the offense in everything.
And also, if my insecurity of my skin with eczema was crippling, I would not be on live talking about
All
it.
right. Well, we not on Dr. Oz or no doc. We don't got to talk about. I wasn't expecting for it to go this far. But Olivia, let me just tell you something. A couple of times in this conversation, I had said, you know, this is a narcissistic tactic. This is something that I'll let you know something. You have said that you want to have Sean's children. Sean has been very open about not really being heavily involved in his child's life. I think that's something that you have said that, Sean.
Just
You
because I
have
don't
said
want to,
that.
hold on. Let me clarify. Just because I
Okay.
don't want to change diapers does not mean I don't want to be involved in my child's life.
Okay, well, whether you're going to be in their life or not, Olivia, I want to just say certain things like narcissistic personality disorder can be transferred from parent to child. So I want you to just keep in mind that certain personality disorders are genetic. So not only will you be dealing with Sean, but you'll be dealing with Sean and Sean Jr., who both potentially will have the same thing, and you'll be dealing with the same thing, and they're going to try to team up against you. As the mom, I see it coming. I lived through this. I know how it goes. And Sean, you could laugh all you want to. I know that you was gonna do that. Olivia, I'm not expecting for anything. It's true. It's true. You could laugh all you want. It's true. Like I said, this was something that I
All right.
have literally lived through and experienced. But whatever.
Do you ever think that sometimes y'all just get up here and talk through y'all trauma? Like, cause bad stuff happened to you be like, oh, it's gonna happen to you too, cause it
No,
happened to me.
because Sean, it didn't happen to me. I witnessed it. It didn't happen to me.
So
But
do
I
you ever
will
think
say,
that? Do you ever think you
but
guys
what
are
I will
talking
say,
through
hold
y'all
on,
trauma?
let me finish. Because what I will say is, through the experience with my mom dealing with her narcissistic ex, he even tried to get me against my own mother. So Olivia, what you are going through is something that I am very familiar with. He tried to put me against my own mother that I was living with. So this is not uncommon. You're isolated at this point from your family. I haven't seen any friends. Anybody could correct me in the comments if they've seen otherwise. I haven't seen any of your friends step up to defend you on publicly say anything about what the situation is. I haven't even seen as much as a tweet, Instagram post, a comment, or nothing for anybody that's defending you, your personality, your character, your relationship, who you are as a woman. I have not seen that yet. So at this point, all I have to go by is what I see online, the personality that you present, and the personality that Sean has created for you. So I will say, based on my experience, be careful, tread lightly. I know that there's nothing that I could say to you that's going to make you change your mind at this point. But I just want you to take heed to the things that people are saying, because we're not trying to come at you. Honestly speaking, you were my favorite at first. Until I saw the change start happening. It seems like the more that this thing is going along, the more that you're starting to mirror the behaviors, the mannerisms, and all of that Sean does. And like I said, I know how that goes. Y'all looking like y'all getting over it. So let's keep going. Sean, y'all still got them Rolexes on layaway?
Yep.
So now that Shanice got her own, are you gonna put that money towards the money that you owe her, the $7,500? You gonna give her portion?
I don't owe her anything, and she said it was $7,800. And the only reason why those Rolexes are on layaway, because I just want to flex and say I bought my presidential Rolex out of passive income, and that's it. And July 29th, I'm getting my first passive income check. So I'm gonna be flexing that every single
It's
day.
July
I
29th,
better eat my words,
so
because
47 days.
anybody can go and buy dumb stuff. Anybody can go and buy dumb stuff. But when you go and buy stuff out of passive income, to me, that's truly a flex. So that's the only reason why it's there. It's been there.
Sean, that doesn't make sense, but okay.
It doesn't make sense to you because you probably don't get the difference between And for me, it's not making money, it's about building wealth. Like the first couple $1 million that I made, I was just like, oh, I just don't care. Like I'll buy stuff. Like for instance, right now, these shoes, bottoms, these are $2,000 shoes. These are $2,200 boots. Stupid. Why would I buy these out of
Very
earned
stupid
income?
because they not even that cute.
Listen. Me buying these out of earned income, stupid. It's stupid. Why would I do that? That's so. Why would I do that? That's so dumb. Why would anybody do that? That's financially illiterate. If anybody reads any type of books, it's so stupid. But when you first get a little bit of money, you're like, oh, you just don't really know what to do with it. I learned.
How about get a car? How about get a passport?
Okay,
How
listen.
about
Maybe
how
that's
about
what
apply for a license? How
that's
about
what
do something that will keep you out of the city,
you
state,
maybe that's what
country that you're
when you
in?
make
How about that?
$1 million, you can do whatever you want to do. Okay, so you can do what you want to do. Go make the money. You can go do what you want to do. Okay, traveling is not high on my priority list right now. I'd rather help people.
It's not even about traveling on your
Then what is
priority.
it about? Why else do you get a passport?
It's about, as a businessman, you should be ready to go at whatever time. If somebody says, I want to do a business meeting in Dubai tomorrow, you need to be ready to get on
All
that
right,
plane.
if
And
you
how
want to do a
do you
business
think Grant
meeting in
Cardone's
Dubai,
walking around with
if
no
you want to
passport?
do a business meeting in Dubai, Zoom works perfectly fine.
Olivia, why they saying you talking about me on Discord, sis? What you saying?
Bro, see, this is what I'm saying. You just listen to anything.
I don't listen to anything. At what point in this conversation, Sean, since you love asking questions so much, what point in this conversation did I say something based on what I've heard outside of the question that I
Everything
just
you
asked?
saying is
What
based
else?
off
Because
of
you said I'm just listening to anything. So you're saying that like you know me
everything you're
personally.
speaking about. Okay, I'll give you a circumstance. You saying that I don't care about her, I don't care about her well-being. That's literally, she never said that. That never came out of her mouth, but you somehow believe that it's like true. Like you have are just
Oh, I think if I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I'm backing up everything that I'm saying.
you don't
Okay.
know anything but some bullshit.
Oh, that's what you think?
That's what I know.
mean, I'm not surprised. That sounds like something that Shanti Adams would say. So I'm actually not surprised. So Olivia, how's your business doing? How would you say your business is doing? I saw you on live earlier today. I really love that for you. The fact that you are like actively trying to, talk more about the things that you do outside of your relationship. I love that for you.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, so you were asking how's my business doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I said on previous lives, but I am working on my business and not really in my business, letting my team facilitate business because they can do that. And yeah.
Was that something that came by way of you, or was that a suggestion that was made by your king?
That was me. That was all me.
So why, what was it that motivated you to do that? Because I feel like you haven't really spoken about your business since the time that y'all started going live together about your relationship. So what pulled the trigger for you to get back on it and start talking to people about it? Because it seemed like you weren't really as invested into your business.
I think it was just pivoting and finding better ways to work smarter and not harder.
And I know that you have a team also. So does your business ever spill, or does your personal life rather ever spill into your business? Do the people that you employ ever ask you questions about your relationship or about what they see about you online?
All right.
If y'all kick me off.
No, you just gotta chill because TikTok keeps warning us, saying that
They didn't want. I haven't even cursed.
You listen. You've been talking so much. That's the second violation and the second warning. Just listen.
Sean, I'm not a
All
child.
right, well,
you can tell me that you can tell
I'm
me.
literally sitting here trying to help you. Listen, you're either gonna let me talk or you're gonna get booted. Which one do you want?
Go ahead, King. Go ahead.
So listen, you guys say whatever you want. Just respect TikTok's rules. Relax with the name calling. Relax with the insults. Relax with all that. Just chill. Okay? Say whatever you want, but keep the insults out of it. All right? Finish.
Yeah, I was asking if there's any times where you over there smiling, Olivia. I know he do worse to you than he just did to me, girl. I'm not pressed about that.
Worse to her because we communicate like adults.
I'm not pressed about that, man.
We don't do this. This is what little kids do. Like we talk like adults, and for
I
me,
feel like
I'm not
I'm
gonna be in
talking
a
like an
relationship.
adult, no?
I am not gonna be in a relationship with somebody where we talk like kids. I don't do that. I'm not. I'm cool on that.
Do you
That's
feel
not
like
how
in
I
any part of this
listen.
conversation I've spoken to you like a kid?
I think you've been acting like a kid since you've been up here with the misinformation, the misquotes, talking about
Oh,
your feelings that have no validity.
really? Damn.
Yes,
I
I've
thought
been
that this
trying to sit up
conversation was
here.
going pretty
Listen,
well.
listen. Everybody saw. I sat here. I chilled. I didn't say anything until you got your violation, and I've been trying to help you. I'm not gonna go back and forth. If you can't see I'm trying to help you, I'm not gonna argue with you. Just finish what you were saying.
But Sean, okay, my thing is like, I don't really feel like you're trying to help me as much as you're trying to
You don't.
regain control of the conversation because you're not telling me what I said that could have potentially gotten me booted or banned. You just keep saying that I'm
Listen.
getting
I'm
notifications.
telling you, but you do a really bad job at listening. Respectfully, stop with the name calling.
That's the first time I've ever heard that.
Stop with the name calling and stop with the insults. Yeah, it's the first time you heard that because you probably don't deal with a lot of men who can look you in your eye and tell you the truth. Because most men kiss girls' ass and they're afraid to have uncomfortable conversations. You guys are you guys are not used to somebody who's authentic, who is willing to stand on and tell you like a man, like, hey, you should chill. Hey, I don't like that. Hey, that's not cool. You're not
That
used to
may
being
be
called.
possible, but you're
Listen,
not one of them ones either.
girls are used to guys saying whatever that they want to saying whatever girls want to hear so they can get laid.
I never.
I don't need anything from any woman, so I don't need to lie to a woman. I don't
Okay.
need to sit up here and kiss a woman's butt
All
because I
right.
don't want anything from anybody. I'm cool. I'm chilling. So I'm me. I'm my unapologetic self. I have no room in my heart to tear you down or belittle you. Only thing I'm
That's what it
telling
sounds like.
you is that's what it may sound like, but love ain't lies. Love is the truth. And I love you enough to tell you the truth. I want to keep you on the platform. I know you may not be used to experiencing authentic communication and real energy exchange, but this is what it is. I want to keep you up here and make
I
sure
do.
you're using it.
I feel like I'm very communicative. I speak to all of my friends. We have deep conversations. I speak to people that are older than me, younger than me. I've never been told that my communication skill. I mean, the only problem I have in communication
Do
is
whatever you
keeping
want,
up with
man.
it.
You have no interest in learning. You got it all figured out. So with that being said, you think whatever
That being said, yo, one thing about you, Sean, if we had a yearbook with quotables, one thing with that being said would definitely be yours. And that's always when you know you said some BS.
I'm a
Whenever you
motherfucking
say some
G, it's
BS,
what would
it's
be
followed
my
by with that being said.
No. It will be I'm a
With that
motherfucking
being
G.
said.
And the G don't stand for gangster, it stands for grateful.
The G stands for what?
Grateful.
The G stands for Jeju because it don't. But anyway, let's keep it going. So Olivia, like I was asking, I said Jeju. I guess it's New York lingo, so you wouldn't
Yeah, that's
know.
definitely New York lingo.
Okay. What you was about to say? It sounded like you was about to, I'm not even going to engage. So
Just
Olivia, yeah,
what you have to
do
say.
the people that you employ have anything to say about your relationship? Like, does it ever spill into your business relationships?
Yeah. People that know what's up knows what's up. Like people that see things, like actually see people and don't read headlines and go with the narrative and actually try to form opinions by themselves. They treat me way differently than you guys treat me because respectfully, you guys literally, which makes sense because the first impression you guys get of us is clips. So of course you're gonna be like, oh, I saw them from a clip, and this is what the narrative that was given to me. So I'm gonna come to their lives and already have this, and I'm trying to prove it.
Actually, Olivia, you want to know something? I wasn't introduced to y'all through the clip. I was actually introduced to y'all through your spread thin challenge video where you talked about me and Sean, and I was like, wow, this is interesting. Not knowing, because you omitted it from the post, not knowing that Shanice was also in the equation. So when I saw y'all actually on live, that's when I was like, oh shit, this is more than meets the eye here. So that's how I didn't get it from any clips. The only time I watch clips is when I get fed up from the people in the box, probably like people fed up of me right now. But when I feel like I can't watch no more, then I catch up on the clips. But anything that I'm saying to y'all is not based on my viewing of the clips. It's based on what I watch in real time. Also, when people talk about the clips don't really portray any narratives outside of what y'all already say. Like, y'all make it seem like when people go based on the clips, it's so different than what's actually happening in real time.
So
It's
that's
not.
almost every single rumor that has like people have asked whether it's me being a pedo, maybe whether it's us being on the booger sugar, whatever it may be, all come from like clips.
But listen,
But but
even with the
but
clip,
but
of, even with the clip of you with the booger sugar, it wasn't because it was a clip. It was because we literally saw the reflection in the window of y'all going like this on the table. And there's only but so many things that could be done. So whether it was
you
watched in
know
real
what? At
time
this
or
point,
watched through a clip, it's still gonna
at this
portray the
point,
same narrative.
but it's not true. Is the point?
Okay.
That's the whole point that I'm
Okay.
saying.
Still
And you're
is.
entitled to your opinion, but your opinion doesn't define reality. The same way you think I don't care about her skin, but 30 minutes before this live, I was like, "Hey, babe, are you sure this lotion is good for your skin?" Like, it's just so interesting the way you guys like think, and you guys only see certain things, but you guys are gonna see what you guys want to see. How
So
old are you,
what
by
was
the way?
y'all so what was y'all doing, by
You've
the
been
way?
asking questions. I got questions for you. How old are you?
27.
All right.
Wait, hold on, because I wasn't
Are
done.
you in a relationship?
No, not right
All
now.
right. So what do you do for work?
I work for an entertainment company. I'm a development coordinator, and I do interviews on the side for upcoming artists for an online
Was that
platform.
your dreams growing up as a kid?
No,
What did you want to be?
I always wanted to be in entertainment. I wanted to be an entertainment lawyer, but realized that I didn't really want to go to law school because I wasn't dedicated to finding one or taking the LSATs, and I didn't want to put that much money in investing into something that I didn't feel like I was actually dedicated to. So I took a different route. Very happy with what I'm doing right now. Of course, there's still room to grow, but I didn't really come up here to
I got a question for you though. If you're 27, you don't have a relationship, and it seems like
by
you know,
choice, by the
listen,
way. By choice,
listen,
by the way.
listen,
I'm
listen,
not
listen.
just out here
Hold on.
because I don't want
Hold
you spinning
on.
no narrative.
Hold on. You're 27. You don't have a relationship, and I'm not belittling you. I'm just literally asking questions.
Go ahead.
You're 27. You don't have a relationship, and you gave up on your dream of being a lawyer. Albeit you
I didn't give up on my no. I didn't give up on my dream.
Hold on.
I didn't give
You
up on
said
my
you gave up on your
dream.
dream because of the amount of work that it took. Is that not what you said?
That is not what I said. I didn't say because of the amount of work that it took. I said I didn't wind up going to law school because I realized I wasn't dedicated enough to invest that
gave up
much
on your
money
dream. You gave
into
up on your
something
dream.
that I wasn't passionate about. I wasn't even thinking about LSATs. I wasn't thinking about law school. I like the
What state
idea
are
of
you
it, but
in?
it wasn't a dream. What?
What state are you in?
Oh, Sean, you don't pay attention because I already said I'm
You
Brianna
said
from
New
Brooklyn.
York, right? So you know this. What are the 3 states where you can become a lawyer without going to law school?
I wouldn't know because I wasn't looking into that. That's my
Here's the
point.
thing, though. Here's the thing,
That's
though.
my
Here's
point.
the thing, though. That's what I'm trying
That's
to
my
tell you.
point.
There's
I
states.
wouldn't even know because I wasn't looking into that, and that's what told me that it wasn't something that I actually wanted to do. So, Sean, you could do all of this trying to circle around and try to
No,
get to whatever
I'm not
point
trying
and
to circle
deflect
around.
and
It's
do
just
whatever you're trying to
frustrating
do.
talking to you
I'm
because
not
you don't.
that one. You're not gonna get me.
It's just
You
frustrating
can't trick
talking to you because
me,
you don't.
Sean. You can't do
Listen,
it.
listen. It's just frustrating talking to you because you literally do not listen. There's 3
Because
states.
you're talking about stuff that has nothing to do with the conversation. I'm sure nobody wants a lesson on what states you have to test for to be a lawyer. That's not what the conversation is
Don't have
about.
to test
So
for
it's not that
it.
I'm not listening, but we're wasting time talking about something that has nothing to do with this
All right.
conversation.
So
Let's
how
get
about we
into
do it like this?
y'all. That's why I'm
Why should
here.
anybody? You're 27 years old. You
hmm
gave up on your dream of being a lawyer. You don't have a relationship. Why should anybody listen to you?
Well, okay, first of all, I didn't give up on my dreams and I'm not in a relationship by choice. So you thought you ate that one
I
little
didn't
thing
eat.
and you did
I'm not
not.
trying to eat. I'm not coming
And
for you.
I'm not up
Listen,
here for anybody to,
hold on,
I'm
hold
not
on,
up
hold on,
here
hold on,
for
hold on,
any
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
the
I'm gonna let
reason
you
why,
go.
no, you asked
I'm
me
gonna
a
let you
question,
go.
so
I'm
I'm
gonna let
gonna
you go.
answer
Time
your
out, time
question.
out,
I'll
time
let you
out.
speak after. Let me
Hold
speak.
on,
You
no, I
just
just
asked
got
me a
paid. I
question.
got 5 seconds. 5
Mhm.
seconds. 5
All right,
seconds.
5,
Okay, so all
3,
I'm asking you to do is look in the mirror.
1.
I'm
Okay,
literally not
you got your
downplaying you
5,
at
so let me
all.
talk.
I'm just
So
asking you to look in the
the
mirror.
reason you asked me why anybody, I didn't come up here for y'all have a platform with a question posted in your background for inviting people to come up here and voice their opinions and talk to y'all. So it's not that I'm coming up here trying to preach to y'all and make y'all listen to me. The option is there for me to do so. And so I took advantage of the opportunity and I am doing so. What y'all choose to do with this has nothing to do with me, but I'm very intrigued. I'm watching in real time. I'm a fan of social experiments and this is like one of the best ones I've ever followed. And so it's like, why not? not. Y'all
So
don't have
why
to
should
listen to me.
anybody
I'm not
listen?
asking
So why
for
should anybody listen to you?
I'm not asking for anybody to listen to me, but what I will also say is this. Just because I took time off before I get committed into another been in a relationship, there's a lot of things that I can teach people about self-worth, about value, about not letting a man
Well,
control
teach
you,
me
own
something
you,
about
tell
self
you what to do.
worth. Teach me something about
People
just something
pleasing
about self worth.
behavior, Olivia. You want to know something about self-worth?
Yeah.
Look at what Olivia's doing and do the complete opposite. That's the biggest lesson that you will learn about self-worth. Because this
So
girl is
hold
a
on.
spitting image of you. No, none.
Yeah. So let me get this
None.
straight. Let me get this straight. So a woman shouldn't be beautiful, smart, intelligent, seek knowledge, go after her dreams, mentor people, be the best her, read every day, wake up early, get better in every single way, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially, every single day. Is that what you're saying? Because that's all I see Olivia do every single day is literally become a better version of herself.
But guess what? And it's possible.
And then on top of that, not only does she push towards self-actualization, she also the greatest gift, which is
Yes.
the greatest gift that any human could do. So let me get this straight.
Absolutely, and you doing and for that, Olivia, like I said before, I salute you because you really doing your big one, Sean. You can look to the side all you want, but like I said at the beginning of this conversation, she could do that without you. All of that stuff that you just named is being discredited by this relationship, by these lies. And if she had an ounce of self-worth, she would understand that all of that stuff that you just named is not coming by way of being in a fake poly relationship. You still have young professional women. Would you be in a poly relationship posted up in your background? Get that out of my face, Sean. Get that out of my face, because you see, that's what you're
She
trying
said
to
I'm
do.
a
You're
bad.
trying to
Listen, this is the
deflect.
only point you have made that I'm a bad boyfriend because I like to drip my girl out in Chanel. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just obsessed with Chanel.
Okay.
So
If that's the
that's what makes me so bad, y'all. Like,
only
hey
point,
man, I like
first
that.
of all, I never even said that.
Chanel,
But
y'all.
Sean, but Sean, you literally just proved another point because nobody in here heard me say that. So the fact that you're even saying that that's the only point that I made, that's not even a point that I made. So let's not do that. But back to what we were saying. You saying all of this stuff about Olivia. Y'all make me sick sometimes. Olivia, what would you say, like, if you really had to sit back and reflect on your relationship right now, what would you say that you have gotten
Man,
from
you got a business.
what would you say that you've gotten?
You got a business.
What would you say that you've gotten from this relationship outside of something that you could have found? And you see, now you want to boot me because I'm asking Olivia a question. See, Sean, you full of it. It's so sad. Get some self-esteem. Get some trying sit along with an eczema girl. Y'all need to work it out. It's really straight to hell.
Listen, man, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Operate at a little more positive frequency, and most importantly, you don't want to give up on your dreams. Go and join the success group. Be around people that are positive, people that are pursuing their dreams. Guys, you guys can do whatever you want, and we're not here to shame anybody. We're not here to do anything. All I'm telling you, whether you want to be a doctor, whether you want to work at Popeyes, whether you want to go to Mars, don't give up on your dreams. Like, that's it. We support everybody as long as you guys are pursuing your dreams and pursuing the best version of yourself. So if you want to be around people that are pursuing the best version of themselves, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, Go to my Instagram, Sean_T_. Hit the link in the bio. It's free success group. It's gonna always be free. Get around the most beautiful, positive group of people in the world. Man, we got some beautiful people in there. Beautiful. And I'm not talking about just looks. I mean like their souls, their spirits. We got doctors, we got lawyers, we got engineers, we got people in law school, we got entrepreneurs in there, a couple millionaires in there. Some pretty solid people in that group. So go and join the group, okay? It's free. Connect, guys. If you're seriously on entrepreneurship, guys, people gonna doubt you. People gonna try to get you to give up on your goals, give up on your dreams. Don't ever give up on your dreams, man. Keep chasing them. Sometimes your friends gonna doubt you. Sometimes your family's gonna doubt you. And guys, my advice to you all, you guys, I'm not saying any woman needs a man, but you guys got to start appreciating each other more and appreciating teamwork. Because I say this, I wouldn't be here, man, without the woman that's been in my life. I wouldn't be here without the women that's been in my life. I'm appreciative for every single queen that I've ever talked to, man, because when I've hit rock bottoms, it was a woman